Hare Krishna. So, in the previous video, we have seen about the introduction of the Vedas and its purpose mainly. So, let us understand what is the way of gaining knowledge. So, scriptures mention about Pramanas. Pramanas is to ascertain the knowledge, whether it is perfect or not. To ascertain the knowledge, what we are acquiring to be true, we have to take help of Pramanas. So there are many Pramanas, out of which three are prominent. The three Pramanas are pratyaksha pramana, Anumana pramana and Shabda pramana. So in pratyaksha pramana, it is trying to acquire knowledge by our senses. Like we see objects, we try to identify the color, texture, shape, isn't it? We hear something, we hear the sound, and we touch, we understand the temperature, we understand the softness, delicacies, and we smell something, we understand what is it, fragrance, odor. So these are the actual, this is called pratyaksha pramana, trying to acquire knowledge using our senses. And the second one is Anumana pramana. The Anumana pramana is trying to speculate, hypothesis, making assumptions, or making like perhaps, maybe, it may be like this. So this is a kind of assumptions or speculation. And the third one is Shabda pramana. Shabda pramana means trying to gain knowledge by the Vedas, Vedic scriptures. So out of all these, the most perfect is the Vedas. Why? Because in pratyaksha pramana, many times it happens that we cannot gain knowledge just by our knowledge acquiring senses, that is Nyaya. Like, we cannot see air which we breathe, isn't it? But it exists. So neither we can touch it, but it exists. So the presence of air cannot be understood by our senses, but it can be understood by the process of breathing. So like this, and many times we cannot understand by speculation, isn't it? We cannot just judge something by just speculating. Okay, this might be the reason of some cause. It is just like a patient is suffering by some disease and doctor just speculates instead of diagnosing it properly by proper method. So the speculation will not help. So the ultimately is the Shabda pramana, by hearing, the process of hearing. The disciple hears from the Guru, and Guru also has heard from his Guru. So like this if we go, so there is an ultimate Guru, that is the Supreme God. He has given down the knowledge, down the mind to all the descendants, different parampara. So now, so that's why the Shastras are called apaurusheya. In the previous video I was mentioning about the Vedic Shastras are actually called apaurusheya. It means it is not created by any of the mortal human being, but it has been directly created by the Supreme God. That's why it doesn't have the four kind of defects which we all possess in this world. In this world, every human being possesses four kinds of defects. The four kinds of defects are, first one, karna pratava. Karna pratava means we have imperfect senses. Imperfect senses because senses don't have the capacity to understand everything, to acquire everything. Like eyes can only see it's in its range, it cannot see beyond its range. If somebody tells, please show me God, or please show me the spirit, soul and Atma, because eyes doesn't have the capacity, it can only see to the visible range. Similarly, ears can only hear the audible range. Similarly, that's why all these senses are limited. They have limited capacity. They don't have the fullest capacity. That's why it is called the Karana Patava. That is first defect of all of us. Second defect is Brahma. Brahma means to get illusion. To get illusion, it means just like it happens sometimes that while traveling on a hot sunny day and we are traveling on a highway, there's, because of the sun shine, it appears that there is a water on the highway, but there is no water. This is called illusion. Or taking a rope to be a snake. So this is a more graphic example. So these are all illusions. So in one of the biggest illusion is that we are thinking that we are this body, but the Bhagavadgita awakens us by the real knowledge that we are the spirit soul. So this is the second kind of defect. The third kind of defect is pramana, to commit mistakes. So everybody, to err is a human. We have a saying, isn't it? So everybody can commit some mistakes. So we have seen many instances in the past history that they have done some research and later it was published, and later it came to be known that there were some mistakes in the research papers, but already they were approved and they got published. But later, when they realized that it is already a mistake, so then they disapproved it. So that by the time all the people have thought that is the perfect knowledge. So then this actually, we see that there are chances of getting mistakes. Because of mistakes, we cannot acquire the complete knowledge. And the fourth defect is vipranipsa. There's a cheating tendency. Why? Because people want to show something which they are not. They want to show themselves that they know something. So that's why there is a tendency of these kind of four defects. When there are these kind of four defects present in the human being, they cannot acquire the perfect knowledge. So that's why Vedas are the source of the perfect knowledge. So Vedas doesn't contain all these kind of defects. That's why it is apaurusheya. So to understand the way of life, to understand what are the right doings and what are the things which should be avoided, we should not do, we should refer Vedas. Krishna also tells in Bhagavadgita, Tasmat Shastram Pramaninte Karya Karya Vyavastho. So, therefore, Tasmat Shastram Pramanante. It means keeping the scriptures into consideration, we have to understand what to be done and what to not to be done. That's what Krishna is telling in Bhagavad Gita also. So now, coming to the Vedas, it can be divided into three categories. The first category is Nyaya Prasthana, the second category is Smriti Prasthana, and third one is Smriti Prasthana. So in Nyaya Prasthana, it contains Vedanta Sutra, Brahma Sutra, or Vedanta Sutra is also known as Brahma Sutra, and Shodashapada, and Badarayani Sutra. So it mainly consists of the aphorisms. Aphorisms, it means this is a very concise way of explaining a huge theme. Vedanta means the knowledge, the Vedas, and Anta means the end, it means the conclusion. The conclusive truths of the Vedas, it is presented in the aphorisms. That is what Vedanta Sutras. Like one of the aphorisms, there is a famous aphorism that Atato Brahma Jigyasa. It means Atato means now is the time to inquire about the Brahma. Atato Brahma Jigyasa. Because we have tried to attain happiness in different means in this world, but we could not attain the happiness. But now is the time to understand the Param Brahma, the absolute truth. So we will attain the real happiness. So that's what this aphorism says, that Atato Brahma Jigyasa. So like this, there are many aphorisms in the Vedanta Sutras. So this is what is a Nyaya Prasthana. In the Nyaya Prasthana, if subject has to be explained, it is explained in 5 different level or steps. The first step is the theme is explained. The theme of a subject matter is described. The statement is given. That is called pratyaksha. And then to support the pratyaksha, there is examples given. That is called udaharana. And to bring the understanding of the statement, some background is given, and from background we gradually develop and come to the point of the given statement. That is called upanaya. And the other Vedic texts are also quoted in connection with this pratyaksha, with this statement, so that it is confirmed by the other Vedic texts. This is called nigama. So like this, there are different levels of or different ways of trying to understand the texts. So now, coming to the second one, there is a Smriti Prasthana. In Smriti Prasthana, it consists of the Vedas, that 4 Vedas, and Upanishads, and Ityasas, all these Aranyakas, Brahmanas. So all these are the part of Shruti Prasthana. Why it is called Shruti? Because it is directly coming from the Lord. So now, Vedas consists of the 4 divisions. That is Rig Veda, Yajur Veda, Sama Veda, and Atharva Veda. So in Rig Vedas, there are many hymns which are actually praising the devatas. So it is like Shuktas. You have heard about the Purusha Shukta? Sahasra Shesha Purusha. So you might have heard about this. But this is a Sukta. Sukta means there is a glorification of the Lord. So Rig Veda consists of many such kind of Suktas. And second is Yajur Veda. Yajur Veda describes about the way of performing the rituals, the yajnas. And third one is Sama Veda. Sama Veda is mainly describing the Supreme Lord. So that's why Krishna also tells in Bhagavadgita that Vedanam Sama Vedosmi, like this. And fourth one is Atharva Veda. So Atharva Veda also consists of some hymns, and it is actually only part of the Vedas which consists of all the material sides also, like the information regarding the medicines, information regarding many other astrology and all those things. So now, coming to the last Prasthana, that is last division, it is Smriti Prasthana. In Smriti Prasthana, it consists of the Puranas. So mainly we have 18 Puranas. And it consists of Ramayana. It consists of Mahabharata. So these are the part of the Smriti Prasthana. So in Smriti Prasthana, so this is what the ancient sages, rishis, they have recollected from their divine powers the instances of the age-old pastimes, and they have compiled it. Like Vedas has compiled the 18 Puranas. So the Vedas in Dwapara Yuga has compiled all these things, the Shastras, together. So that's why you call the compiler of all the Vedas. So Vedas are the actually ocean of knowledge. It is a bank of knowledge. It consists of all the knowledge. I did the Puranas, the highest and the most important Purana is Srimad Bhagavata Purana, because it is the Purana very in a focused way describes Supreme Lord Krishna. And in Gita Mahatmya, Shankaracharya has clearly spoken that Sarvoparishadu Gavo Dugdha Gopala Randana Partho Vatsa Sudhi Bhokta Dundam Gitam Vitam Mahat. It means if all the Vedas and Upanishads are, if we compare it to the cow. Then the Krishna is like a milkman, and Arjuna is like the calf. Then the milk. Then the Gita, Bhagavad Gita is like a milk, which is the essence of the cow. It means the Bhagavad Gita, the injunctions and the message of the Bhagavad Gita is the essence of all the Vedic scriptures. And Srimad Bhagavatam is the fruit of all the Vedic. If we consider Vedas as a gate, then Srimad Bhagavatam is a fruit which we can relish it. Thank you. Hare Krishna.